Hi, this is Coach David Halal. I've learned a great deal, some great lessons from for this NBA finals that just ended a few days ago. Now, one thing that I've learned is that you will always be who you are. Watching some of the players, those who are clutch and those who aren't clutch. What is clutch? Is that some people just don't have that drive or that boost of testosterone when it's time for them to perform. As men, we have been given a gift by the gods, by the universe, by the Lord, by the source. We have been given such gift, and that gift is what we use to protect our families and to protect those we love, to defend those we love, to provide for those we love. And watching the NBA finals, like certain players, I don't really want to name names because this is not about the NBA finals. I saw some things and I was looking for inspiration, to be inspired by some act of valor, some act of courage from some of the Cavaliers players. I was waiting. I knew that they were going to lose because that team, the super team Golden State Warriors have such 3-4 great players and a bunch of really, really good players. So I was I knew most likely the Cavalier, the Cleveland Cavalier would lose, but I wanted to be inspired by some act of, kind of like 2 years ago, when the 2015 NBA Finals, LeBron James inspired me by, Matthew Dellavedova, whatever his name is, they give him a nickname, Delly, he inspired me by, being tough, for 3-4 games until they had to take him to the hospital because he was totally dehydrated, by being such a tough guy, because it does not matter what life throws toward us. We can always act, we can always react, we can always perform at a high level if we have that drive. And I remember I've given this examples before. I was playing in school and Gainesville was playing against Miami, and I was in school in Gainesville, and Miami was leading by 1. We were playing soccer, and we only had about a minute or 2 left. And if you understand soccer, it could be 10-15 minutes, sometimes a whole game, 90 minutes. Not one goal is scored, And when I realized that they were leading 1-0, and we were about to take that long drive from Miami to Gainesville, thinking, knowing that we lost. And one thing I always hated is being a loser. Being a loser is not in my DNA, I can't be a loser. I hate to be a loser. I hate to lose. I don't mind, looking bad. If I'm losing, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go nuts. So I remember a friend of mine, I asked him, I said, give me the ball. He was kind of hesitant with the ball. So I screamed at him and cussed and said, give me the damn ball. Because I'm not living here without scoring. We're not living here as losers, So he looked at me and saw maybe the craziness in my eyes. Kind of looked like Shenene, Shenene from the show Martin. he passed me the ball, and I took the ball from wherever I was. I believe I was in the midfield area. So I grabbed the ball and went through, 3 or 4 guys, because nobody was going to stop me, because I will not live here, losing. No, there's no way. I went through a few guys, and when I got close enough to the goalkeeper, I kicked the ball, so hard that I know it's either I scored or I break my leg, because I will not lose. I kicked the ball so hard, and the goalkeeper, I can see the fear in his eyes, so he went one side. He basically dodged so the ball wouldn't hit him, and I scored. Because of that, we didn't lose the game. So at a certain time of your life as men, you got to have the ball. You got to have the intestinal fortitude, or the testicle fortitude to go crazy, to refuse to lose. You know what I'm saying? And to inspire us, and this video hopefully will inspire you to achieve greatness. You cannot change the world by standing with the world, by being like the world. You got to stand alone, stand out, stand for something, stand up, and be brave. I remember watching this this movie Troy, recently, and Achilles, was talking. He said, brothers of swords, brothers of the sword, I'd rather be with you than an army of thousands, because he only had 50 guys with him. He says, I'd rather be with you than an army of thousands. He said, you know what's waiting for you beyond. No, he says, I'd rather be with you than an army of thousands. He said, we are lions. We are lions, He said, look, he said, you know what's waiting for us above this beach? Because they were about to cross the beach. He said, immortality, take it, it's yours. You see, immortality. While you here on earth, the gods are very, very jealous of us to experience each moment. You will never look the way you look right now. You will never be the way you are right now. You will never be as young as you are right now. Right this second, while you're watching this video, you will never be as young, as youthful, as strong, and you will never enjoy this very same moment. It does not matter if you try to recreate it, it will not be the same. So the gods are envious of us. The Bible says that God lives with us, Emmanuel. He came to experience with us. He came to understand us, to feel our pain, to feel what we feel. He came so he can know what it's like to be man. You see? And we take ourselves as being nothing. It takes a lot for us. It is a privilege to be who we are. Who we are. It's an awesome privilege. We are great. We are awesome. You must understand that. And in that same movie, I remember when the young child came to get Achilles to go fight the giant. He said, the little boy said, this is the biggest man I've ever seen, Achilles. Aren't you afraid? He looked at the little boy. He said, that's why they will never remember your name. Why? Because you are not brave. You got to be able to stand up. You got to be able to stand out. You got to be able to stand for something. You got to be able to be brave and be clutch at the moment, when the moment arrives. Do you realize we will never have the 2017 NBA Finals again? Kevin Love will never have the chance to perform again. Do you understand that? LeBron James will never have the opportunity to perform at that level again, because next year he'll be older. He might not even be playing. He might be hurt. this moment, seize it, and inspire others to be great. This is Coach David Halal, fearlessly and passionately pursuing his call and his destiny. Don't forget to subscribe, like my videos. I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.